Good afternoon, preschool class. It's Miss Karen again, here to read you a story. The story I'm going to read today is an informational book. It is nonfiction, so it has real facts about spring. So I love this time of year. So I'm outside sitting by my creek. I'll show it to you guys in just a second so you can see it. It's so nice outside today, so I hope all of you get a chance to go out and enjoy some fresh air and enjoy this beautiful spring day. So let me walk you down here real quick and show you the creek. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see it. You can hear the water trickling down the rocks. It's so calming. I love it. All right. So I'm going to go back and sit down, and then we're going to read this book. I'm going to turn the camera onto the book so you guys can follow along. Okay, so I'll see you back in just a second. All right. So the book is called How Do You Know It's Spring by Alan Fowler. He is the author of the book. He has some wonderful photographs in the book of things that you see in the spring. So you guys be looking at the pretty pictures while we read. Okay, and here's the title page, and once again it says, How do you know it's spring? With a question mark at the end because he's asking a question. How? Remember our question words. When, who, what, where, how. Those are things that we ask and put a question mark at the end. Okay. And the first part of the story says it again. Look, there it is again. How do you know it's spring? With a question mark. You guys be thinking of some things that make you think of spring, okay, as we're reading. Sorry, the wind blew it. Okay. Let me get this settled better. I'm still learning all this video stuff, guys, so bear with me. When leaves begin to grow on the trees, and the wind's blowing right now, when the grass turns green again, when the first flowers bloom in your garden or in the park, then you know it's springtime. Look at the end of the word springtime right here. What do you guys notice? Remember when we asked a question, we had a question mark. Now we have what we call an exclamation point. Remember, we put that at the end of sentences that when we're saying something that's exciting or fun, or, you know, we're really wanting to exclaim something exciting. So, it's springtime. We're so excited. There's those pretty flowers. What colors do you see there? Yes, red, yellow, and you also see the green from the grass. Last fall, the robins flew south where it's warmer. They spent all winter there. But now it's spring, and the robins are back. You see the robin? You guys might see one of those in your yard flying around or in the trees. Be looking out for those robins. They're very pretty. It's all different types of birds this time of year. Birds can tell when it's spring and time to build their nests, lay their eggs, and hatch their babies. How did their babies get here? What do you think happened there? There's an egg? Right, the babies hatch out of the egg. Very good. Many baby animals are born in the spring. Look at these little animals. What are those? They look like squirrels to me. What about these? Have you seen any of these around your neighborhoods or yards? It's a deer and her baby. Isn't it cute? You know it's spring when winter's last snows have melted and filled the rivers and streams with rushing water. There's a waterfall. And remember, we just looked at my creek and we saw water moving through the creek. or when you can go outside without a heavy coat and still feel warm. So we wear different clothes in the spring. But some days you need an umbrella to stay dry during spring showers. You know it's spring when you hear the crack of a bat hitting a baseball. We're not getting to do a lot of sports right now, but maybe you've played with one in your yard. When you and your friends can't wait to ride your bikes. That's always a fun time. Just make sure to wear your helmet and be safe. Or put on your roller skates. How many of you guys have roller skates at your house? Or have fun on the playground. We miss the playground. I can't wait till we get back to school so we can go back to our playground again. Spring is the time for farmers to plow their fields so they can plant their crops. Remember, we were talking about this right before we ended school. We were talking about farms and gardens. It's the time for you to plant seeds if you have a garden. How many of you guys have a garden at your house? Easter and Passover come in the spring. Some people celebrate Easter, others don't. Everybody celebrates holidays differently. Mother's Day comes in the spring when we celebrate our moms. And Memorial Day comes in the spring. And that is a day we honor our veterans and those who serve in the military to protect our country and help us with our freedom. Most adults don't get a spring vacation, but you do. So why not go outside and play? It's spring. Oh, look, we have 3 different kinds of punctuation on this page. The top sentence, but it says most adults don't get a spring vacation, but you do. And it has a period at the end because it was just a simple statement. Then it says, so why, there's one of those question words, why not go outside and play? Question mark, because we're asking a question. And then at the end it says, it's spring, with an exclamation point because, once again, we're really excited. It's an exciting thing, so we put an exclamation point at the end. All right, let's look at some words. Words you know: spring, leaves, grass, eggs in a nest,